Hey guys, Rise here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 beta commentary. This time I am doing it as a partial commentary, replay commentary, blah 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 / announcement. And the announcement is that we have Team USA versus Team Canada show match number 2 coming up tomorrow, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. EST. God help you, figure out the time zones on your own. I'm sick of this time zone shit. And yeah, just wanted to let you guys know because it's going to be a lot of fun. Team USA barely won the first one, eking it out by 1 win. And so it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. I was originally supposed to cast it with Day 9. Day 9 is in his last week of college, like ever, in a graduate program, and I guess he didn't realize that at the time of signing up for it, or it wasn't properly scheduled, or whatever. I don't know. But either way, just wanted to let you know that he won't be the one co-casting with me, but I am trying to get a special co-caster, perhaps someone from Canada, so it'll make things a lot more interesting. No guarantees yet. I don't actually know for sure if that's going to ever happen or not, but either way, I'll be there by myself at the very least, or maybe even the very most, who knows, and hopefully I'll have someone else to join me. Anyway, let's get to this game now, and we can talk more about that in a little while. This is going to be a really fun game, I hope, because the replay said it was fun. And I'm not going to say who I got it from right now, but we got FDWDHF, which I don't know what the hell that stands for. The Zerg player in blue starting at the top section of the map. And he's going up against a guy named OminouS. And OminouS is obviously the red protoss player starting in the bottom middle. So this is going to be a PvZ on blistering sands, which is always an interesting map because of the really far natural expansion. As you can see, it takes a long time even for the drone to get there. Exposed over here and over here, which means you have 2 points to defend, which can make this difficult to defend, especially later on as the game progresses. Probably not going to affect the Protoss player so much. It looks like the Zerg player has scouted the Protoss and has found out, well, not all that much information other than he's putting down some gas, and that's important information. But it looks like we are not going to see a wall off, actually. So a lot of times you'll see people wall off these ramps just for that little bit of added protection, especially against a Zerg player. You never know if he's going to Ling Rush you. And again, Ling Rushes are very strong in general just because if you spread things out and they have speed, they can hit you over here, they can hit you over here, they can hit you over here, all over the place, and it's just very difficult to really do anything against it. Anyway, it looks like that hatchery is going down at this point. I didn't really pay attention. I'm assuming it was a 14 hatch to 14 pool because that's the food count he's at right now, and you always make a hatch on 14. I'm pretty sure that's how I do it anyway. And yeah, so it looks like he's going to transfer some drones over there. I'll be honest, I don't feel that's necessary other than to make sure that you have a drone ready to make a couple of creep colonies if or spine crawlers. Sorry, you don't make creep colonies in Starcraft. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But you know, that's the only reason you really need to bring these drones over here, just because if you have 2 on every single mineral patch, there will be 0 overlap and 0 wait time. You can see, watch, by the time he gets back, he's already mining. By the time this guy gets back, he mines right away. There's 0 lag. So it's one of those things that is very easy to just, you can really keep track of it. What I do, at least as a Terran player, is I kind of go, I set up my rally here, then here, then here. You know, after you have your initial 6, you finish all the last 2, and then you just go one by one down the line until you have them all double saturated. It's kind of just my OCD thing that I do. You don't have to do that, of course. And you know that you're perfectly set with what is it? Well, 16 drones without having any overlap. Then after that, you start getting like diminishing returns. But still, anyway, of course, it's useful to have them here, just because if you needed to make spine crawlers right away, you could. Just saying, not entirely necessary, especially when you have Overlord scouting the base. But it looks like he's going to lose an Overlord to a sentry, and that sentry is going to move up from being a... Oh, this is right before the patch! I was going to say he's going to move up from Disciple to whatever comes after Disciple. Actually, I think you need a couple of kills to move up. But so this is actually patch 9, not patch 10. It gets a little confusing, I know, but not much have changed at this point other than the fact that I think the Zerg can exploit the canceling the drone trick, but shouldn't really make a big difference. I don't think he's going to abuse it. He could, obviously, but I don't think he's going to, as it's not really useful any later than like now anyway. You want to do it in the first basically the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes of the game, where you can get a really fast 12 lings, but here, obviously, that's not what we're seeing. Anyway, for the Zerg player, as I continue to go off on tangents continually, constantly, never-endingly, we got a evolution chamber going down, and why am I lagging a little bit? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. And a roach warren. So looks like we're going to see some ground forces to start from the Zerg player, as he is also getting a lair at this point. Definitely worthwhile. And he's putting down a spore crawler. Now, he may be worried about some sort of void ray harass in a White Ra-esque fashion, as we saw in the games between Asem and White Ra in the show match. Hope you guys enjoyed that, by the way. That was a lot of fun to cast. And I don't know if this video might actually go up before we see the winner interview, and I don't know if I'm gonna have that up by now or not, but whatever, it'll go up shortly. I do have a winner interview that I want to put up, and we'll get there eventually. So anyway, it looks like the Zerg player does have a queen at both hatcheries, doing a pretty good job of keeping the spawn larva going. Of course, these are top platinum players of their respective divisions. I don't know what number exactly, but they're up there, probably top 5 or 10 anyway. I just placed in platinum myself, actually. Division 76. It's ridiculous how high of a division I'm in. It's actually kind of pointless. It's like, why do you have so many divisions? It just makes, like, 76 people could be #1 in their division. Anyway, I don't know why. I just felt like bragging a little bit, I guess. It looks like that the OminouS, the protoss player, is a little bit worried about getting some air harassment in here, so he's going to put down a couple of cannons anyway. Looks like he's got 3 gateways, and he doesn't have warp tech yet. He is getting it, but he doesn't have it. Yeah, let's check out the APM. Whoa, let's not check out the APM. And he's putting down a robotics facility as well. And I like this pylon placement right here, to be honest, because it allows him to warp units out much further from his base. Or this one, actually, for that matter, is even more further from his base. A nice forward position to make it that much easier to reinforce. So it looks like we're going to see some upgrades coming from this Roach Warren. He is getting Roach speed, as well as, I don't know why that doesn't come up right, that little image in the replay, but whatever. And he's also getting the high yield. This is going to be really helpful if he can get it up, and that may actually put the Protoss player in trouble. We're also seeing upgrades going down for the Protoss player. No upgrades present quite yet, but, you know, obviously we're seeing the same from the Zerg. I don't know if he managed to get one up earlier. Nope. He has a evolution chamber that isn't doing anything, so hopefully he'll start using that one shortly. He does have the minerals and gas to get that upgrade if he ever decides to, but I guess he's just holding off for now. Anyway, let's go check out. Oh, the roaches are in the base. I didn't even see it. I don't feel like rewinding. It's not that important. But it looks like they do manage to get into the base. They may have just snuck in and when the Protoss player wasn't paying attention, but there are a lot of sentries here with a couple of zealots. And interestingly enough, these roaches are not moving in. It looks like they're trying to take out as many units as they can, but now they're captured and they're not going anywhere. Nice force fields blocking them in. Going to basically stop any micro from them of trying to get out of there. A lot of sentries basically making really fast work of those what appeared to be 8 to 10 roaches. And looks like at this point that high yield is up and running. He's even going to get a queen there. That's always really good. He's going to be able to mass drone there very quickly. Let's go check out the income tab. I love these tabs. I can just like I can hit all these different tabs as much as I want. I got high tab APM. Check that out. And whoops, I hit the health bar button. There we go. So we don't have to look at the green bars constantly. Anyway, a lot more roaches being come out. Oh, it looks like the base of the Zerg player has been found out at this point, and a lot of force fields going off. Very nice, blocking all but 4 roaches from entering the